Hey, what is up guys, it is Silver Sun here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my review on the Dragon Ball Super episode 91. Alright, so this episode starts off at Zeno-sama's palace, his house pretty much, and then both the Omni Kings are pretty much playing like rock, paper, scissors, which actually reminded me of that One Punch Man special when Saitama and Fang were playing rock, paper, scissors. It wasn't as funny, in fact it was pretty boring to them. They were getting bored of playing it, and so pretty much they called up the Grand Priest, and he pretty much informed them that Universe 7 has gathered all the warriors they need for the tournament, and so the Omni King gets excited, and then we transition over to the Universe 7 where everyone's pretty much gathered up for a little like meeting, all except for Vegeta, who's pretty much back at the hyperbolic time chamber. It's pretty much been rebuilt already and stuff like that, and pretty much he's about to go in a second time, but before he does, pretty much Popo stops him, and he's pretty much saying like, oh, if you go in there and you blow it up again, you're gonna get banned and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty funny. It just reminded me of a lot of like Team 4-Star kind of Popo and whatnot. I couldn't imagine how that scene would play out if they actually like dubbed it and all that other stuff. But pretty much he goes in there anyways, pretty much powering up to a Super Saiyan Blue, saying that he'll, be the one that wins the tournament and stuff like that, not Kakarot. And then basically it goes back to Kakarot and the gang. They're pretty much just like sitting around thinking of what they could do at this point. Pretty much Goku, well actually Elder Kai pretty much suggests that he could bring out Goku's like potential, his latent abilities, kind of like what he did with Gohan, but pretty much that's put aside because like it would take too long for him to do and stuff like that, and so pretty much they get their hopes up about it, and I kinda did too. But pretty much Goku suggests that him and Whis pretty much train before the time is up and stuff like that, and so basically he just agrees to it, and then we cut back to the Omni King, who's pretty much just like sitting there and stuff like that, watching over all the other universes and stuff like that. And so pretty much we go on to another universe. I'm not exactly sure which universe this is. Like, I know there's like 12 in total, at least for now, but I don't know which one out of all those 12 this one is. But pretty much we cut to this universe to where everyone like pretty much found out about the whole like tournament and how the universe could potentially be erased, and so basically they're like destroying everything and like revolting and whatnot. And so pretty much they're having a hard time gathering the members they need. The universe with like the like Fox brothers and whatnot, the trio of danger, trio of terror, whatever they were called. Pretty much it's their universe and stuff like that. And so pretty much the god of destruction of that universe pretty much Hakai's everyone away, and then pretty much they just move on to the next town, pretty much trying to recruit whoever they can for the upcoming tournament. And so pretty much Zeno wants to start the tournament off as quickly as possible, but the Grand Priest pretty much stops him, saying like they gotta keep their promise and they have to wait and stuff like that. And so pretty much they're talking about like who they think will win the tournament personally and whatnot. One of them thinks it's Goku's Universe 7. One of them's like kind of thinking like, oh, it might be Universe 6 and stuff like that. They have some pretty strong warriors there, and so pretty much the Grand Priest pretty much agrees with that, pretty much saying that they do have strong warriors. And then I like the transition here actually. This episode has some pretty good transitions between like all the different universes and characters and whatnot. Pretty much like what happened here. Zeno-san was pretty much looking at like the sphere, the little I don't know what you'd call it, like the little like message bubble thing. That's not the official name, I know, but like kind of like Whis' staff in a way. Like they're pretty much looking at something similar to that. And then pretty much like the background fades out into black, and then it pretty much just shows both the Zeno-sama's eyes, and then they pretty much merge together, and then it turns red, and then it just like pans. Well, it doesn't pan, but like it opens up to this next scene, which I thought was a pretty great transition. And pretty much we're in Universe 6, to where basically Frost is still running away from the law, and basically he's like hiding out in this alleyway to where Hit emerges out from the shadows, and then pretty much Frost kind of tries to run away at first, but he pretty much realizes that it's futile, and so basically he like goes over to Hit he's like bowing down, and he's pretty much like, oh, I can't do anything, I can't possibly defeat you. And then all of a sudden he just lunges at him with those needles of his, those poisonous needles, and he actually has one in his tail this time, and so pretty much he's trying to attack him, but obviously he doesn't do much. Hits pretty much block, well not, well he did block the last hit, but he was dodging all those strikes, and then pretty much he said like, oh, I actually got kind of serious there for a second, but I need your help basically, and he tells him about the whole tournament and stuff like that, and that they need him to be recruited for the tournament and stuff like that. So pretty much he tells him to get rid of his needles or else he'll be disqualified and stuff like that. And then pretty much that was kind of it. Like he just agreed to do it, and then yeah, like I don't know, like it was kind of a lengthy, like well not really lengthy, but like it was a pretty cool interaction between the two and stuff like that. Once again, it's nice to see Frost after what happened to him in the tournament. We didn't like hear much of him like after he got knocked out by Vegeta, or wait, I don't know. I remember Vegeta punched him out of the ring. I don't know if it was out of Vegeta or if it was hit. No, I'm pretty sure it was hit that knocked him out, and then we pretty much didn't hear much of him after that. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see him back once again. And then pretty much we go back to Universe 7 to where pretty much Master Roshi's at it again. He's basically asking Puar to turn into a girl. Pretty much he like wants to overcome like his weaknesses and stuff like that. And I don't know if that's really possible, especially for a guy like him, but Puar just agrees to do it anyways, and pretty much Yamcha's telling Oolong if he'll be recruited for the Tournament of Power, and he's pretty much like, yeah, you'll be recruited. Maybe. Pretty much. I thought that was kind of funny. And so pretty much after that, it transitions to Goku and Whis pretty much training in the gravity room of all places. And then pretty much they're sparring a bit. Goku's still getting like blown back by Whis, and like not like he's more like resilient, I guess, now, but like he's still like getting caught off guard and whatnot. Whis actually holds him in the same like move that Topo did against him in the exhibition match, and he pretty much remembers that. And so pretty much he like bites Whis' hand, which reminded me of like a lot of fights. Well, probably not a lot, just like two, I believe. When he bit Frieza's tail, and then he bit Majin Buu's head and stuff like that. It just reminded me of those moments, and I thought it was kind of funny. And so pretty much Goku powers up even more, and he's about to attack Whis once more, but then it transitions again to Universe, I want to say 9. I could be wrong. The universe where Topo's in, Topo, Jiren, and the Pride Troopers and all them. Pretty much him and the Beerus looking Pride Trooper. I forgot his name again. Lots of characters being introduced here. It's kind of hard to keep track. But pretty much he's talking to him at that bar that they were at before. Well, not them. Like Topo was there before. We've seen it before. Pretty much they're just hanging out there, and so pretty much they're calling in the general, their partner basically. But he pretty much can't help them at the moment because he's pretty much trying to rescue this cat from like I don't know where they're at specifically, but like pretty much there's like a whole bunch of wires, electrical wires around it and stuff like that, and obviously if it gets shocked by one of it, it could probably die and stuff like that. And so basically he's trying to help get that cat out of there and help those kids and whatnot. And so pretty much they're like kind of at a loss right there. They're pretty much like just sitting around trying to recruit some teammates and stuff like that. And so it pans back to the Omni King, to where the Grand Priest is pretty much saying like, oh, in Universe I want to say, was it 6? I think he was talking about Universe 6. He pretty much, actually I'm sorry, it was Universe 2 pretty much that he was talking about. And basically we see that they're having like this little contest, this little like yeah, I guess a contest pretty much in this theater place. And basically this girl pretty much walks like she's about to walk in, but then these two guys are pretty much saying like, oh, what are you doing? You can't like do that and stuff like that. And then pretty much she's saying like, oh, she's stronger than pretty much all of them there and whatnot. And she continues to transform, which reminded me of Sailor Moon, the transformation sequence at least. And pretty much she transforms into that I don't know what you'd call it, like that warrior from the intro, the one that Vegeta was fighting and stuff like that near the end before Goku fought Jiren in the intro and stuff like that. She pretty much turned into that, and then basically there were like hearts everywhere and stuff like that. And she pretty much fired like this pretty cannon, like this heart shaped kind of cannon, at the two, and then pretty much they blew up afterwards and stuff like that. Really colorful and whatnot. And then pretty much it goes over to Universe 10 where Gawasu is, and then basically he's filming this like dancing video of like the uh what was it, the Angel of Universe 10 with like the warriors that they gathered for that universe, pretty much like dancing, saying that he's gonna get lots of views, possibly on GodTube if anything. And I mean, like, seems like he's grinding away trying to get some subscribers or whatever you'd probably call them on that website. But pretty much that's what's going on with them. And then it goes back to Universe 7 to where Bulma gets a call from Mr. Satan, and he's pretty much saying like Boo can't participate because he fell asleep and won't wake up. And then pretty much Beerus gets pissed off at that, and pretty much he's just like telling Whis like, oh, you know, we gotta do something about this. The same thing happened with the universe, not the universe, well, yeah, two universes, the Champa tournament that they had and stuff like that. The same thing happened there, and he's still ticked off about him about the whole pudding incident all the way back from like the Battle of God saga and whatnot. And I honestly have to agree with him, man. Like, I don't like the way Boo's, I mean, like, I did like that Boo actually trained and like he got stronger and whatnot. You know, he slimmed out and whatnot. I thought that was pretty cool. But like now he's like falling asleep again and stuff like that, and he's pretty much gonna be left out, you know, a second time. And it's quite a shame because I really want to see, you know, what Boo can do in this tournament. But it seems like he might not be participating this time, and so pretty much Beerus is like saying like, okay, Goku, let's go. But before he can go off with Goku, Goku's already gone by himself. And then pretty much he's rushing over to Satan's house, and then pretty much that's where the episode ends. This was a pretty good episode. Not too much action other than, you know, Goku training with Whis, but there doesn't really need to be any action. I thought the pacing of this episode was pretty good, you know, showing us most, if not all, the universes and how they're doing and how they're gathering their warriors and stuff like that. I do like how it started off with the Omni King and stuff like that, him just watching over everybody and us getting getting the story from that point of view. And then yeah, I mean, the animation was good, you know, nothing really bothered me or anything like that about that. I mean, sure, there might have been a few like wonky faces here and there possibly, but nothing too out of the ordinary. I thought it was pretty good. But tell me what you guys thought of this episode. You guys personally, did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Did you think that anything else should have happened in this episode? Do you like it how it is? And yeah, I thought this episode was pretty good. Not great, but just good, you know. And the next episode seems to be even better because there seems to be some training going on with the Saiyans, the other Saiyans from Universe 6, Kaba and Khalifa and Kill and all them and stuff like that. Seems pretty epic. But until then, guys, Silver Sun is out.